With us now is Dr. Yasmine Saad, and she has an incredible story about her name and her journey in life. Welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
So your name actually kind of represents who you grew up to be.
That's right.
It was your destiny.
That's right. So Saad in Arabic means happiness, and Yasmine, comes from the jasmine flower. So I'm the flower that brings happiness. Now, it's ironic that in English, sad means sadness. So you can flip it both ways, yin and yang.
I like that. So what made you decide to go into becoming a doctor and helping with mental health and well-being?
So, I chose to be a psychologist when I was 16, and I was doomed to go to business school and everything, but I could not see myself there, and I had to follow my passion. And I was lucky to have a mother who supported me. And already at school, I was helping everybody. So I remember everybody coming to me for help, and I was thinking, oh, I love this. So, very early on, I learned to observe my body, the people around me, to understand how does this all work? How are you happy? How are your thoughts? How are your body? How are your mind? How is everything connected? And so very early on, I studied, and now I became an expert at it.
There's so many things that as we learn and get more knowledge that we can discover, whether it's someone's chakras, whether it's somebody's, physical well-being, or how someone's mental, attitude can affect someone's heart rate. So I guess you're always learning new techniques, you're learning new thoughts. What's something that's relevant that's happening right now that you're seeing in your patients, and how are you addressing that? How are you able to help them?
Okay, well, right now, stress is very big with COVID and everything. So, the big thing is people focus on what's missing, the negative, what's not there. And actually, that missing, that negative is just your desire for more, your desire for better. So I really try to help people not approach it from a negative perspective, but from an empowering perspective. So I show people how to transform stress into empowerment to guide them in their journey.
Maybe I should have gone into your line of work too, because I feel like I do that with my girlfriends. So like last night we went out for dinner, and this one wants a different job, and this one wants a really good looking, new mate, and somebody else wants something else. So instead of focusing on what they're missing, right, just take it as an opportunity to seek out what it is that you want.
That's right. That's right.
I don't know. Maybe we'll switch jobs.
That's
you take
right.
my seat, Dr. Yasmine, and I'll take yours. But I'm sure that's how it started for you too with your girlfriends, right? Like they were saying, oh, this guy broke up with me, or I didn't get the grade I wanted on a test, or somebody was mean to me.
That's right. That's right. And I see the good in the bad, and I help them see the good in the bad. That, okay, this is your opportunity. What can you learn from this? How can you transform it? How can you change it? Let's empower you. This is meant for your growth opportunity. Usually your mess is your message, your pain.
Oh, wait a second, doctor, give us that again. Your mess is your message.
That's right.
I'm letting that one sink in really deep. Your mess is your message. Oh boy, okay. So it's in that.
That's right.
That you find something.
That's right. That's in that your mess is meant to promote you to your next growth, your next best thing. So can you look at it that way? And I know it's really hard when people are in pain to look at it that way. But if you look at your past life, the pain you had, where it brought you. So the next time you're in pain, can you realize where it's meant to bring you? And can you be excited and look at that pain from a bit of a distance?
Sometimes I sing that song, the best is yet to come.
That's right.
I sing a lot. I try to bring joy to people too in my journey. You also help people with breathing techniques. It's not like you just talk to them until they feel better. You're actually giving them the tools and an exercise to get them on their path.
That's right. That's right. So I actually integrate traditional Chinese medicine, and so I'm a holistic practitioner. So I look at their mind, their body, and their spirit, which is the essence of who they are. I help people with who are you and what are your gifts and what are you here to bring. And so I do integrate breathing technique as addition if need be. I do integrate some energy, work that we can do with the psychology. So everything is tailored to the person.
sitting across from me, how do you feel my energy is at this moment?
Very strong, very excited. I think you're totally in your element. I can tell. It's wonderful.
And I feel the same way about you, because after talking to so many people like you do, you get an opportunity, I call it, to paint with people, right? You meet somebody else, you put them together, and you're like, wow, look what happened, right? So it was fun for me when we talked on the phone a couple of weeks ago, because I just knew that you were going to be sharing nuggets of goodness with my audience, right? So your mess is your message is something I'm never going to forget. How can people reach out to you? Do you take private patients? How does that work? What's the process?
Yes.
Okay.
So I have a group practice. I built a group practice. So I train psychologists to integrate Eastern and Western psychology. So the way the group practice work is you call and you get an initial consultation with me where I tailor treatment. So I'm the one who sees everything and who tells you everything in a nutshell about what you need, what you're going through, what type of therapy and everything. And I really tailor a treatment based on what your mind, your body, and who you are, you know. So that's,
Thank you.
And then I match you with a psychologist.
And then you put together a care path.
That's right.
Love it.
Yes.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having
Truly
me.
appreciate you being here, and always wish you continued success. And your name again means?
The flower that brings happiness.
I love that. The flower that brings happiness. We hope you enjoyed watching The Donna Drake Show, and we would love to know what makes you happy in life. Stay tuned.